Hi, it's Amanda again. I'm gonna make another video today, as you can tell since, it's another video you're watching, obviously. I have 50 style hair today. I watched the American Girl Molly movie last night, so I was kind of inspired by the 40s. It's just, a hair thing. All the hairs on the inside of the thing. I don't know if you lift it up, you can't see me falling down. And then I just kind of pin curled my bangs up, except these two pieces don't really fit into it, so they're kind of chilling on the side of my head. Kind of cute. Let's see if I can find another hair. I'll take the pin off the top here. Put it on. You can use that too. Oh, those look horrible. Haha. That's funny. We'll just put back where it was. So Vampire Diaries was on last night. It was fucking amazing. Amazing. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Best episode so far in the season, I think. I can't wait till the season finale next week. I'm not gonna tell you anything that happened. Because if I do, I'm gonna spoil it. Like, I'm really gonna spoil if I tell you anything. Like, one little thing will give it away. Like, it will just give the whole plot away, and it's just, I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. And if you haven't seen it and you are a fan and you are planning to watch the season finale next week, the best thing I can tell you to do is go on the computer, watch this week's episode, and catch up, because season finale next week is gonna involve some stuff that you missed this week, and it's important that you know. It is. What's next? And the only thing that I have left to talk about today is family stuff. Had a bad week. Not my family, but just people in general. Family just stuff in general sometimes. Had a bad week this week. It's getting better. Good thing that happened is I'm back together with my ex-girlfriend. So, shout out to you. Hi, lady. Mwah, that's for you. Look, you're on my hand, too, by the way. Oh, there you go. AC plus Ann equals heart. Good for you, babe. What else? And the last thing I have for today is I'm gonna read. I know some of my friends, some of you on my Facebook page I had put up a post saying that if I get some friends, I would put out some of my stories. And I know some of you guys did want to see it, and I said if 15 people do, I'd post, but 15 people didn't, so I had decided not to, but I have decided to do it anyways. So I'm going to read it to you on here. It's gonna sound my voice is gonna sound a little weird, because I do personally think that this sounds better in a British accent of some kind. So I'm gonna talk like with the British Australian accent. So here we go. And for the record, if any of you motherfuckers try to copyright this shit, I'll fucking hunt you down, because I have this saved everywhere. This is printed out. I have copies saved on numerous devices, so I have a copyright to it. So if you even think of trying to steal anything, I'll fuck you up. Alright, here we go. I looked up into his eyes and seemed to lose myself in them. His eyes were smoldering. They were the lightest color of green, yet somehow held so much darkness inside of them. When I looked into his eyes, I could see him so clearly. But that's not what I loved the most. I loved knowing how confident he was in us. I saw him bend his head toward my ear and whisper, "I want you so badly right now." I pulled myself up, so our lips were no more than a centimeter apart. And kissed me. I bit my lip as I giggled softly. Mick slid his hand under my chin and lifted my face up to his. His face suddenly got serious. "Mimi, will you be honest with me? Did your family kill my parents and sisters?" Pain ripped across Mick's face. I stood up from his bed. I knew I couldn't avoid this conversation forever. "The truth is, I have no idea." Sorry, hold on. "The truth is, I have no idea. My involvement in this stupid family feud has been little. If my family decided to attack yours, I would have had no idea about it. I love you so much. I would never do anything to hurt you, and I know how much losing them hurt you. If I knew who did this, I would kill them myself, even if they were my own blood. I would kill for you, die for you. You mean everything to me. So no matter what anyone tells you, no, we didn't do it. I would have never let them." He looked at me like he wasn't sure if I was telling the truth or not. Besides, why would I kill a family I someday hope to be a part of? Besides, your family likes me, and I like them. It's not me they're cheating with, and vice versa. That made him smile big. We stood there smiling at each other in silence. Then I leaned up on my tippy toes just as he leaned down. I loved it when he kissed me. Our lips literally burned when they touched. The kiss suddenly intensified. My arms wrapped around his neck, his hands pressed against the swell of my back, forcing me to close the distance between our bodies. Our breath got heavy and my heart began to race. This moment was perfect. Little did I know it was all I would ever get again. He stopped kissing me. "I have to go." His eyes were sad and so were mine. I didn't want him to go, especially when we were almost in the middle of something. "Do you have to go?" "Yes, I have to go into town for some business." "Fine. But then where am I going? How am I getting home? Because I'm not staying in your house this whole time with your sister. She might try and kill me." Mick looked at me and said, "Dot, dot, 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 dot." Things went black and I woke up on my bed to the sound of his voice. "I'm sorry. To save you, I would have to save them, and I have to pay for what they did." The voice was gone, and my body wasn't as numb as it was before. My nose was suddenly filled with the scent of burning wood and brick. I was able to finally move just in time to see that my room was on fire. Blue flames caressed almost every inch of my room. All of my things were gone, all my belongings and memories. Then a sound I never wanted to hear hit as loud as the Irish banshee. My family was burning around me. I could hear everyone's distinct voices as they screamed together and slowly faded into nothing. As they screamed, I ran from my bed to my big window and tried to pry it open, but the heat from the room was creating sweat in my palms and I couldn't get a grip on it. I screamed for help even though I knew it was no use. I couldn't believe he did this, that he was a part of this. Then something caught my eye. I saw something move across the lawn. That's when Nick and I saw each other. At first he smiled, but then I saw the pain as the flames in the background registered through his vision. There were flowers and a small box in his hand. I watched as they fell. He ran toward the house in a panic, but he couldn't get close enough. There was something in his way. Someone had put a spell on the house so no one could physically enter the house. We stared helplessly into each other's eyes as tears began to roll down our faces. I couldn't believe this was over. I felt like I didn't get to do everything I was meant to. This wasn't fair. My family has never killed for joy. We have never lied or stolen land which does not belong to us. We were good, and we were got rewarded for it by the goddess. But somehow I could not help but feel like that was the punishment. Now the rest of my family is dead, and I was next. This wasn't right. I needed more time. Mick needed to know how much I loved him. Mick is the most good-hearted person I have ever met, and for the goddess to just take me away from him, it wasn't fair to him. Goddess, I pray to you, why? Then I heard her angelic voice whisper in my ear, "Do not panic, my dear. I cannot help you, though I greatly wish I could. This is not how it was supposed to happen. Someone changed your stars, but I will fix it for you and your family. You and your family's destiny is not yet to be completed. You will be reborn into the same bodies and family until you get it right. This is the one thing I can give you, because I know your destiny, and without you, there would be no me. The fate of the world lies upon your shoulders. Fulfill your destiny and worry about your lovers later. Goodbye for now until we talk again." The voice faded, and I looked out the window. Nick was still trying to find a way inside, but it was no use. I smiled and mouthed, "Pray to the goddess. She will know." More tears slid down his face, and I cried deeper and louder as I felt the heat of the flames sweep around me. "Wait for me." Those were the last words my first life ever spoke. The flames ignited as slowly they kissed my flesh goodbye. The heat of the flames was unbearable. I ran toward the window, screaming and thrashing in pain. I was pinned. I watched his tortured face as my burning hands and face were down the glass of the window. The flames consumed the room and me, like they would continue to do for goddess knows how many centuries. There was one thing that kept me from totally screaming as I died, though. It was his astral projection. I could hear his voice and see his face. He was like a ghost. He kept whispering, I'm sorry, I love you. I couldn't save you without saving them. And I had to pay. I'm sorry, I love you." His voice sent chills through my body. "She's sorry too." I knew immediately who he was talking about. I flashed back to the night before. This I remember, fighting with her in the great hall of our half-dead family's castle, as she professed her love for me. Nikki made it very clear she wanted me to choose her. But how could I be with someone who wanted to kill the ones I loved or held so close to my heart? So now I was laying on the stone-cold floor of my burning bedroom of my family's castle,